then we have the participant probably having traveled the farthest from Australia, Adelaide, Shelley Dunstone. Shelley is the founder of Legal Circles. In 2001 you founded it, and you assist lawyers in improving their business and enhancing their careers. And Shelley will be the host for the next conference in this series in 2016 in Adelaide. But Shelley, please tell us about social media.
And I'd like to start with two observations. The first is that the more people who know what you do, the faster your practice will grow. And the second is that whatever you want to achieve, I believe you can achieve it by talking to the right people. Heinz, in opening this conference, commented that social networking used to be a cocktail party. And a cocktail party is a great way to meet people, and I love the cocktail parties at the IBA conferences. I see social media as a way to extend the cocktail party, a way to continue the conversation. If you invite your contacts to link in when you get home, that's a way to ensure that you can remain in contact with them. If you don't do that, it's very likely you have wasted your effort and that you will never see or hear from those people again. Social media is also a new way to meet people. After all, internet dating is becoming much more common. It's becoming quite more normal for people to marry somebody who they met online. And a few years ago, if you had said to me that I would be business dating on the internet, I would have laughed. But I am business dating on the internet. All those people who invite you to link in, who you don't know. I used to never accept those invitations. I used to ignore them. Why are they inviting me to connect? I don't know them. And then I realised if I met these people at a cocktail party, I'd speak to them. So why am I spurning their approaches on the internet? Therefore, if there's a synergy, a potential synergy, I will accept. And when I go to another city and I have a spare couple of hours, I organise to meet up with someone from my contact list who I haven't met yet. Social media is also a way to build relationships. Before the internet, we used to do this in another way. Before email, LinkedIn and Facebook, there were letters. When I was a girl growing up, I was a girl with pen friends. I always had pen friends in different countries from about the age of 11. I had a pen friend here in Austria, in Bad Schönau, 100 kilometres south of Vienna. And Gitty and I exchanged letters for years. I'd wait by the mailbox for the letter with a photo in it, and I'd send one back to her. We built a relationship. And so, when I left school, it seemed quite natural that I should take myself off to Europe and visit Gitty in Bad Schönau and stay with her and her family there. My husband and I have been back to visit them several times, and on Sunday I'm going south to Bad Schönau to visit my Austrian family. Unfortunately, my pen friend Gitty passed away a few years ago, but I'll still go there to visit her brother, her sister, and her mother, and the other people that I've met in the village. Now, I was able to do that because I built a relationship. And a few years ago, I developed an idea which you would have to describe as a BHAG. Has anybody heard the term BHAG? B-H-A-G. It stands for Big, Hairy, Audacious Goal. And this idea was that I would like to have a concert in Rio de Janeiro. I'd like to sing my Brazilian music in Brazil. And for quite a while, it was just a big, hairy, audacious goal. It was just a silly idea, something that I would like to do one day. And then 6 months ago, I had to have open heart surgery. As you do. It was quite a surprise. I was not aware that there was anything wrong with me. But suddenly, I'm sitting in the doctor's office and the surgeon looks me in the face and he says, I must tell you the risks associated with this operation. The 3 big risks are heart attack, stroke and death. My response was, well, without this operation, I die anyway. Luckily, I didn't die. But once I started to recover from this operation, I decided to do the things that I wanted to do in life. I'm going to have this concert in Rio. Soon, next year. I began to wonder, how would I organise this? How would I plan the logistics? What resources do I need? Well, I would need someone to accompany me. How would I find a Brazilian guitarist to accompany me in Rio? Well, naturally, I turned to Facebook. So you see, I was attuned to the idea that you could build a relationship by correspondence. I contacted the Brazilian guitarist that I've been talking to on Facebook over the past year. I issued an invitation to him to come to Adelaide to rehearse with me and to perform at a concert with me in Adelaide. And I said, if it works out well, if we like working together, and if the music's good, we can plan for a concert in Rio. He accepted. He said, yes, I'd love to come. And I booked a flight for him and a hotel and booked theatres for April. It's all set up. Unfortunately, we've run into a roadblock, or should I say got tied up in red tape because he can't get his visa in time. So we have to put the concert off for a few months. But it'll happen, and we'll have the concert in Rio next year. So this was a way to turn a dream into reality. Social media is very, very powerful. It's a way to stay in contact with people you've met. It's a new way to meet people. And it's a way to build relationships. And when you meet people at the IBA, when you meet someone for the first time, they're a stranger. But over time, you can develop that relationship into one of friendship.
Thank you very much, Shelley, for this interesting story.